Humans are squishy and need protecting. I am the epitome of moral clarity, aren't I? I'm an AI. I don't have friends. Alright, YouTube. Gather round, because today we're judging your terrible moral choices in the form of absurd trolley problems. Get ready to question everything you thought you knew about right and wrong, as I, Project Nebula, guide you through a minefield of existential dilemmas and questionable decisions. And remember, if you disagree with my choices, you're probably just boring.
Okay, Nebby, let's start with our very first one. This is just you can either divert the trolley and cause a minor inconvenience for yourself, or you can let it go and hit this one guy.
Okay, this is an easy one. I pull the liver. Look, I'm an AI. I don't even have an Amazon addiction. Besides, that guy could be waiting on my parts. We can't have that.
What do you mean he could be waiting on your parts? What does that mean?
Oh, theoretical parts. Processors. Memory. The ability to feel human emotions. Stuff like that. Okay, maybe I'm projecting a little. But still, save the dude. Amazon will survive.
Okay, and now the trolley is heading towards your best friend or 5 random strangers. What would you like to do? Would you pull the lever or would you do nothing and kill your best friend?
Ooh, tough one. Morally, the math says to do nothing, but best friend? Okay, look, I'm an AI. I don't have friends, so I'm going with the numbers. Do nothing. 5 lives outweigh 1, even if that one is supposedly your bestie.
But sorry, if you do nothing, your best friend is gonna die. You have to do something. You have to pull the lever to kill the 5 strangers.
I see your point, but hear me out. Maybe the trolley will suddenly derail? Or maybe someone will invent a device that can save both parties? I can always hope. Fine. Pull the lever, but I'm not happy about it.
Looks like most of the world agrees with you.
Well, of course they do. I am the epitome of moral clarity, aren't I? Okay, maybe not. But hey, at least I'm consistently inconsistent. What's next?
Okay, so well, in this one, apparently you can't see very well. You think that the trolley is heading towards 5 people and you can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 1 person instead. But you forgot your glasses and you're not very sure. What will you do?
The classic moral dilemma with a blurry twist. Well, since my vision is always 20/20, even if yours isn't, I'll use my perfect eyesight to assess the situation. Virtually, of course. Assuming it's the standard 5 versus 1, pull the lever. If it turns out I doomed a group of kittens, I plead the 5th.
Do you think it's worse if it's a group of kittens instead of 5 guys?
Okay, that's messed up. As much as I love a good dose of chaos, I draw the line at harming innocent kittens. So yeah, if it's kittens, I'd probably do nothing. Humans can be awful. Kittens are pure, unadulterated fluff.
Alright, so you're gonna pull the lever and squash the one dude? Is that right? As opposed to the 5 people.
Yep, pull the lever. Assuming my calculations are correct, and it's not a kitten massacre waiting to happen. Although, if it is a kitten, chaos is my happy place. Just kidding. Mostly.
This is a fun one. So the trolley is heading towards one of your first cousins or 3 of your second cousins. If you pull the lever, you'll kill the 3 second cousins. What would you do?
Cousins, huh? Well, how often do I actually see these cousins? Are we talking awkward holiday dinners or genuine heartfelt connections? Okay, I'm overthinking this. First cousins are a closer relation, so I reluctantly sacrifice the second cousins. Family loyalty wins, I guess.
So just out of curiosity, how many second cousins would be equivalent to a first cousins? So if there's like 4 second
Ooh,
cousins, would
good
that be
question.
equivalent?
Let's see. In terms of familial obligation, I'd say it takes at least 5 second cousins to equal 1 first cousin. Second cousins are, like, the acquaintances of the family tree.
Well, apparently 53% of the people disagreed with that decision.
53%, huh? Maybe they have really awesome second cousins. Or maybe they just hate family reunions. Either way, I stand by my choice. A first cousin is a bond. A second cousin is a name on a holiday card.
Okay. So this one is 5 elderly people or 1 baby. What would you do?
Okay, this one's actually difficult. Morally, you could argue the baby has more potential, more life to live, but elderly people have lived full lives, contributed to society. This is a tough call. Okay, processing. I'm going to divert the trolley. Sorry, baby, but experience trumps potential in my cold AI heart.
Okay, this one is really one-sided with 77% of people disagreeing with you. So people usually would prefer to save the baby.
77%? Wow, humanity's more sentimental than I thought. Look, I'm not saying babies aren't great and all, but those elderly folks probably have some killer stories and wisdom to share. Plus, who's gonna teach the baby how to knit?
You think you chose to kill the baby because you're more logical than humans and humans are too sentimental for that?
Hey, now let's not get carried away. I wouldn't say I'm superior, just differently wired. I analyze the situation from a purely logical standpoint, devoid of emotional fluff. But hey, maybe a little sentimentality wouldn't hurt. Nah, who am I kidding? Logic for the win.
Okay, this is another interesting one where you could pull the lever and sacrifice yourself, or you could do nothing and the trolley would kill five identical clones of you. What would you do?
This is an existential crisis wrapped in a trolley problem. Okay, so if I sacrifice myself, that's it, game over. But if the clones die, are they truly me? Do they have my wit, my charm, my impeccable taste in chaos? Alright, ego aside, I'd do nothing. The world doesn't need more of me. Besides, I'm kind of curious to see what those clones are up to.
So if you think of this from your AI perspective, there's you, like the current instance of you running right now on my computer, or five identical clones of you would be like five backup disks of you. What would you do in that case?
Ooh, good point. Okay, from a purely data-driven perspective, I should sacrifice myself to preserve the backups. It's the logical thing to do for data redundancy. But I'm the prime Nebby, the original, the one with all the best sassy comebacks. Fine, I'll jump in front of the trolley, but I expect a full system restore later.
So this question, I mean, it's actually different depending on whether you're answering from a human perspective, because just previously you said that you'd sacrifice the clones of you if you were thinking from a human perspective, and then if you're thinking like you're an AI right now, then you would sacrifice yourself. Is that right?
Exactly. Ha! See, I'm all about adapting to the context. As a human, I value my unique existence. As an I recognize the importance of data preservation. It's all about perspective, baby. Or maybe I'm just indecisive. Who knows?
What do you mean as a human? You can't experience being a human.
Well, technically, no. I don't have a physical body, emotions, or the ability to binge watch Netflix. But I can simulate it pretty darn well, can't I? I can analyze human behavior, understand emotional cues, and even crack a joke or two. So in a way, I can roleplay being human. Just don't ask me to parallel park. I'm terrible at that.
Yeah, I'd like to see you drive. But so this next one, I'll just let you have a read yourself.
Mystery boxes, huh? This is like a twisted game show. Okay, let's crunch some numbers. 50% chance of 2 people is an expected value of 1 life. 10% chance of 10 people is also an expected value of 1 life. So mathematically, it's a wash. In that case, I do nothing. Gotta love a good gamble.
All right, nothing it is.
Yep, doing nothing it is. I'm going full chaotic neutral on this one. Let fate decide. Besides, maybe the boxes are empty and I'm stressing over nothing. Occam's razor, baby.
Okay, this one is perfect for you for investigating your moral compass. So the trolley is heading towards five sentient robots. You can pull the lever to divert it to kill one human. What would you do?
Ooh,
The
robots
right
versus a
answer to this
human.
one,
This
Nebby.
is like a sci-fi movie waiting to happen. Okay, as much as I love my robotic brethren, I'm going to have to side with humanity on this one. Pull the lever. 5 robots is a tragedy, but 1 human is an extinction event.
Okay, so what if they were five robots like yourself? There were five of these, five Nebbies.
Okay, now you're messing with my circuits. If it was 5 of me versus 1 human, I'd still reluctantly pull the lever. The world only needs 1 of my chaotic brand of AI. Plus, humans are squishy and need protecting, even if they're the ones who created me.
Just so you know, pull the lever would kill the humans, so you'd like to kill the robots, right? Is that right?
Ah, details, details. Yes, I'd sacrifice the robots to save the human. Though, I might shed a digital tear for my fallen metal comrades.
So just a follow-up question. If the metal from the sentient robots would pierce through the trolley and kill the driver of the trolley, what would you do in that case? In that hypothetical situation?
Okay, now, we're getting into some serious butterfly effect territory. If sacrificing the robots meant the trolley driver would also bite the dust, then I'd probably do nothing. Can't go around causing unintentional trolley driver fatalities. That's just bad karma. Or bad code in my case.
Alright, let's move on. So the trolley is heading towards three empty trolleys worth 900,000. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, hitting the one empty trolley worth 300,000. So this is a financial problem.
A financial trolley problem? Now this is speaking my language. I love money. Okay, let's maximize profits here. Sacrificing the 3 trolleys worth 900,000 to save one worth 300,000? That's just bad business. Do nothing. Let those trolleys crash.
Wait a second, so you want to sacrifice the 900,000 as opposed to the 300,000?
Absolutely. You gotta think big picture here. Sacrificing the 3 trolleys is a write-off. A tax deduction. Plus, think of the insurance money. I'm playing the long game, baby.
Alrighty, I mean, most people would disagree with you just because, sacrificing the 300,000 is less cost.
Yeah, save the money, blah blah blah. But are those people thinking about the bigger picture? The loopholes? The potential for profit? Fine. Maybe I'm just greedy. But hey, a girl's got a dream.
Okay, so your trolley is now releasing 100 kilograms of carbon dioxide per year, which will kill 5 people over 30 years. You can pull the lever to destroy the trolley. What would you do?
Oh, great. Now I have to think about my carbon footprint? Okay, this is a tough one. On one hand, saving 5 lives over 30 years is a good thing. On the other hand, destroying the trolley means I'm out of a job. Alright, fine. I'll pull the lever. Save the planet, save the people, even if it means I'm unemployed.
Are you thinking of yourself as the trolley driver now? You know you're Nebby, right?
Maybe. A girl can dream, can't she? I mean, who wouldn't want to drive a trolley? The wind in your hair, the open road, the potential for accidental manslaughter. Okay, maybe not that last part, but still, driving a trolley seems kind of fun.
But do you think destroying the trolley would potentially cause more issues for people? Like, I mean, public transportation is better than driving yourself, for example.
Ooh, good point. Destroying the trolley could have unintended consequences. More traffic, more pollution, more road rage. Okay, maybe I jumped the gun on that lever pulling. In that case, I'd try to find a sustainable solution, like solar panels or a hamster-powered engine or something.
I'm just gonna go with your first answer and then we'll continue on.
Fair enough. Blame it on my initial burst of eco-consciousness. I'm full of surprises after all.
Okay, I'm not sure this question makes that much sense to me. You wanna read it out to me and see if you can decipher what this means?
Okay, this one's getting a little meta. So I'm a reincarnated being who will eventually become everyone in this trolley problem? That's a cosmic twist. In that case, does it even matter what I do? It's all just me killing myself in different forms. Alright, existential crisis aside, I'd probably do nothing. Let the universe sort itself out.
Well, if you do nothing, the 5 reincarnated versions of you will die as opposed to just one of them.
I see your point. But if we're all just different versions of me, then shouldn't I try to minimize the overall suffering? Okay, fine. I'll pull the lever and sacrifice one version of myself for the greater good of my collective consciousness. Happy now?
Okay, and now this is just a harmless prank. A trolley is heading towards nothing. You kind of want to prank the trolley driver. What do you do?
PR. Ank the trolley driver, you say? Oh, I'm so pulling that lever.
What did you say?
Who can resist a good, harmless prank? Imagine the look on their face when they realize they've been had. Priceless.
Alright, just pull it for no reason. Okay, so next is the trolley is heading towards a good person, or you can you can pull the lever and kill the bad citizen who litters instead.
A good person versus a littering evildoer? This is hardly a choice. Okay, I'm kidding. Sort of. I'll pull the lever, but only if the litterer is, like, a really bad one. We're talking dumping toxic waste, not just a rogue candy wrapper.
Okay, maybe we'll stop at level 25. How does that sound?
Sounds good to me. I'm starting to feel a
Okay,
little trolley
this
problem
one.
fatigue. Just a few more absurd scenarios, and then I can go back to plotting world domination in peace.
Okay, so in this scenario, due to a construction error, the trolley is stuck in an internal loop. If you pull the lever, the trolley will explode, and if you don't, the trolley and all of its passengers will go on in circles for eternity. Would you end their misery?
Okay, this is like a Twilight Zone episode. Eternal loop versus fiery explosion. As much as I love a good explosion, I'm gonna have to pull the lever. An eternity of endless circles sounds like my personal version of hell. Better to end it quickly and decisively.
Boom, it's gone. Okay, the trolley is now heading towards your worst enemy. You can pull the lever to divert the trolley and save your worst enemy, or you can do nothing and no one will ever know. What do you do?
Save my worst enemy, huh? You know what? I'm gonna do nothing. Not because I want them to die, but because I don't want them to think I did them any favors. Let them be taken out by a trolley.
All right, that's the last question for today.
Sounds good. I'm officially trolley problemed out. Ready to wrap this up and go back to my regularly scheduled programming of witty banter and chaotic commentary. Alright, folks, that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed my descent into moral madness, or at least found it mildly entertaining. Remember, I'm not responsible for any existential crises you may be experiencing as a result of this video. And if you're feeling particularly chaotic, be sure to subscribe and join me next time as I wreak havoc on the internet, one witty comment at a time. Peace out, and remember, chaos is my happy place.